Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Erica and I'll be guiding you through your 30-minute practice today. We'll begin in a child's pose at the back of your mat. So bring your big toes together to touch, spread your knees out wide, and reach your arms out long in front of you. Settle into this posture, beginning to listen to the rhythm of your inhales and your exhales, and gently slowing down. Deepening each breath in and fully exhaling on each breath out. Press your hips closer toward your heels. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, thread your left hand underneath of your right arm. Press both of your shoulders down into the ground to deepen the stretch in the back of your left shoulder. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, come back to a neutral child's pose. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, thread your right arm underneath of your left. Again, press both of your shoulders down into the ground to deepen the stretch. Keep reaching your hips toward your heels. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, child's pose. Begin to press your chest forward. Keep your elbows bent as if you're doing a low plank, snaking through to an upward facing dog. Press your chest through your arms as you lengthen through your legs, so much so that your knees lift off of the ground. Tops of your feet are pressing down into your mat. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Untuck your toes and lift your hips up and back as you press down through your palms. Reach your torso toward your thighs. Option to pedal out your feet here. When you're ready, find stillness. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet hips width distance apart. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow and be sure there's a slight bend in your knees, so much so that you could actually release your torso on top of your thighs if that's comfortable for you. Option to sway from side to side, releasing any last bits of tension in the upper body. Maybe you shake your head yes and no, releasing tension in the neck. When you're ready, drop your hands down to the ground. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Big toes touch. You have a slight space between your heels for length. Inhale, roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. Exhale, standing at attention, samasthiti. Bring your hands to heart center. Flutter your eyes closed or find a soft gaze and set your intention for your practice today. Whatever brought you onto your mat, whatever you're working on within your practice, on or off of your mat, set that intention now. Take an inhale through your nose, filling up the body with breath. And exhale out of your mouth, releasing anything that is not serving you on your mat today. Again, inhale through your nose, seal your lips at the top of your breath. Ujjayi, breath out your nose, slightly constrict the back of your throat, creating an oceanic wave sound. Your Ujjayi pranayama is your breath of power. And this is the breath that is going to build heat throughout your practice. Release your palms by your sides, flutter your eyes open. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach your arms up high, pause, breathe here. Squeeze your legs together. Again, you have a slight space between your heels to keep alignment throughout your body. Drop your tailbone down to lengthen through your spine, and then draw your pinkies in toward one another to light up your triceps. Inhale. Exhale, open twist to your right. Reach your right arm back, your left arm forward. Pause here. Inhale for length in your spine. And exhale to deepen your twist, pressing your right shoulder back, your right hip forward. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to your left. Reach your left arm back, your right arm forward. Pause here. Keep squeezing your legs together. Inhaling for length. And exhaling to deepen your twist. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, baby back bend with goalpost arms. Bend your elbows in line with your shoulders. Keep pressing your elbows forward as you lift your chest up to bend back. Your palms press back. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your hands through heart center. Bend your hips. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Reach your triceps up and in. Pause and breathe here. Your weight is in the ball mounts of your feet, so much so that you could lift your heels off of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms down to the ground and step your feet back, hips width distance apart. Wrap your rib cage in toward your midline to engage in your core. Inhale, shift forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, low plank, bend your elbows 90 degrees in toward your side body, squeezing your sides. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Press your chest through. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Friends, that is our Sun A. We flow one breath to one movement. Coming back to your breath. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Squeeze your triceps together. Exhale, forward fold, drop at your hips. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach your arms up high. Exhale, open twist to your right. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to your left. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend with goalpost arms. Lift to bend back. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your hands through heart center. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Squeeze your triceps together. Exhale, high to low plank. Move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, gaze forward, come back to your intention. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to your right. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, open twist to your left. Inhale, mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, baby back bend with goalpost arms. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Exhale, high to low plank. Move through your chaturanga dandasana, meeting in a downward facing dog. Moving into our sun B. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, bend your knees and reach your hips toward your heels. Bunny hops here. Press off of your feet so much so your hips lift on top of your shoulders. Take a few bunny hops here, moving you into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Forward fold is where we meet. Inhale, high, halfway lift with airplane arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, reach your arms up high. Pause, breathe here. Squeeze your legs together. If this is a lot on your hips, always option to take your feet hips width distance apart. Sink your hips a little bit closer down toward the ground. And lift your belly away from your thighs, reaching your upper body up and out. Inhale. Exhale, chair twist to your right. Reach your right arm back as you reach your left arm forward. This time we stay low in our chair pose. So press your right hip forward as you draw your right shoulder back. Deepening the twist here, staying low in your chair pose. Inhale, begin to lift your left knee up. Stay in your chair, stay in your twist. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Step your left foot back. Press high on the ball mount of your back foot. Keep lifting your upper body away from your right thigh. Draw your right shoulder back as you reach the crown of your head forward, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Spin open to the left side of your space. Pause and breathe here. Energetically draw your feet in toward one another to light up your inner thighs. Draw your right thigh back to open up in your hip and squeeze your shoulder blades together to broaden through your chest. Inhale. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Begin to straighten your right knee as you reach your right arm forward and down. Keep lifting through your left fingertips to lift your upper body away from your right thigh. Option for a bind here by reaching your right arm underneath of your right leg and then connecting your left hand behind your back. Reaching for your fingertips here. Keep pressing your left shoulder back. Release your bind and begin to bend into your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Press your right arm high, your right hip forward. Breathe here. Stack your right knee on top of your right ankle and keep drawing your right thigh back to open up in your hip. Release your right shoulder away from your right ear as you keep lifting through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Move through your chaturanga dandasana. Meeting in a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, high, halfway lift with airplane arms. Squeeze your triceps. Exhale, forward fold, drop at your hips. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, reach your arms up high. Pause and breathe here. Again, press weight into your heels, so much so you could lift your toes off of the ground. Sink your hips a little bit closer toward the ground. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, chair twist to your left. Reach your left arm back, your right arm forward. Stay low in your chair as you press your left shoulder back, your left hip forward. Begin to lift your right knee, inhale. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, step your right foot back, stay low in your left leg. Inhale for length in your spine, reaching the crown of your head up and out. And exhale to deepen your twist. Press your right elbow into your left thigh. Draw your left shoulder back. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Open up to the right side of your mat space. Pause, breathe here. Drop your tailbone down to lengthen through your spine, and then draw your left thigh back to open up in your hip. Ground down through the knife edge of your back foot. Inhale. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, straighten through your front leg as you reach your right arm high. Option again for the bind here by wrapping your arm underneath of your leg and then connecting your fingertips behind your back. Draw your shoulder back to open up in your chest. Begin to bend into your knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach through your side body. Press your right hip forward. Breathe here. Keep drawing your thigh back to open up in your hip, and be sure your knee is stacked on top of your ankle. Still drawing down through the knife edge of your back foot. Lifting through the right side body. Inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. We meet in a downward facing dog. Friends, we flow through our sequence, one breath to one movement, 2 times through. Come back to your intention, the intention you set for your practice, and the intention that is going to keep you within the 4 corners of your mat space, mind and body. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms, gaze is down. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees, reach your arms up high. Exhale, chair twist to your right, open up to the right side of your space. Inhale, begin to lift your left knee up. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, step your left foot back, stay low in your right knee. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, straighten through your right knee. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach through your right side body, bend into your right knee. Exhale, high to low plank, moving through your Chaturanga Dandasana, meeting in a downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, hop or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold, drop at your hips. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees, reach up high. Exhale, chair twist to your left, opening up. Inhale, begin to lift your right knee. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, step your right foot back. Stay low in your lunge. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, opening up. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, straighten through your front leg. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up high. Exhale, high to low plank, move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Always option to skip the low plank and meet in a downward facing dog. We meet in our down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees. Exhale, chair twist to your right, open up. Inhale, begin to lift your left knee. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, step it back. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Inhale, reverse warrior, bend into your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank, your way through Chaturanga Dandasana, meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees. Exhale, chair twist to your left. Inhale, begin to lift your right knee. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge, shoot your leg back. Inhale, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2, opening up to the right. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, reach your arm down. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up high. Exhale, high to low plank, your way through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale to high plank, reach the crown of your head forward, draw your shoulders on top of your wrists. Exhale, reach your right knee toward your left elbow. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, reach your left knee toward your right elbow. We move into our core series here, moving into mountain climbers. Move at your own pace here, inhaling on your high plank, exhaling as you twist into your mountain climber. Keep pressing down through your palms to lift out of your shoulders. Reach your knee a little bit closer toward your shoulder to bend deeper into your core. You're not here much longer. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Come onto your back into reclined bound angle pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch. Reach your arms behind your head. Elbows reach away from your ears. You inhale. Exhale, lift your chest away from the ground, reaching up toward the ceiling to bend deeper into your upper core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep moving here. Keep lifting the chest up toward the ceiling. Option to lift your feet away from the ground. You're not here much longer. Keep breathing. Come back to your intention. Stay within the 4 corners of your mat space. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Our last bit of core, we have bicycle twists. Bend your knees and stack your knees on top of your hips for reverse tabletop. Keep your hands behind your head. You open up to the right as you lengthen your left leg long. Center, left, center, right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep your shoulders away from the ground. Try to keep your knees stacked right on top of your hips, not bringing them too far forward. Not here much longer. Keep breathing. This is our last bit of core here. Come back to your intention. Come back to your power. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll up to a seat and then cross your legs, moving into a downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release anything that is not serving you within the four corners of your mat. Inhale for your intention. Exhale, activate. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, hop or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, bend your knees, reach your arms up high. Exhale, eagle pose, wrap your right leg on top of your left, and then bring your right arm underneath of your left arm. If this is a lot on your shoulders, always option to give yourself a bear hug and reach for opposite shoulder blades. For eagle arms, bring your palms together to touch. Stay low in your left knee. Stack your shoulders on top of your hips. Wrap your rib cage in toward your midline. Gaze through your arms. Begin to unravel your right leg. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Lift your right knee up. Exhale, tree pose. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh or your left calf. Just avoid your knee here. Always option to kickstand your right foot. Palms are at heart center, pressing into one another. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, broadening in your chest. From here, you can stay in your tree pose or option to move into our focus posture of today's practice, hand to big toe. For hand to big toe pose, begin to reach down toward your right big toe. Use your pointer finger and your middle finger to grab for this toe. Begin to lengthen your leg forward. If this is comfortable for you, you can move your leg out to the side, opening up in the hip. Your left arm can be on your hip for balance or reach it out to the side, whatever is most comfortable for you today in your practice. Find your unmoving point of focus. Inhale. Exhale, begin to bend your right knee back into one-legged mountain pose. And release your right leg down. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale, eagle pose. Wrap your left thigh on top of your right. And then your left arm underneath of your right arm. Again, option for that bear hug here if this is a lot on your shoulders. Option always to kickstand your left leg down. Squeeze your thighs in toward one another. And squeeze your arms together as well to open up in your back body. Begin to unravel your left leg. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose, lift. Exhale, tree pose. Bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Bring your palms to heart center. And keep drawing your left thigh back to open up in your hip. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to broaden in your chest. Option to stay in your tree pose or option for hand to big toe pose. For this option, grab for your left big toe with your pointer and middle finger. Begin to lengthen your leg out long in front of you. And then slowly begin to open the leg up to the side, broadening in the chest, opening up in the hips. Find your unmoving point of focus, your drishti, sending you into a movement meditation, finding stillness, not only in the mind, but also in the body. If you are in hands and big toe pose, begin to bring your leg back into one-legged mountain pose. Inhale. Exhale, release your left leg down. Inhale, mountain pose, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, draw your hands through heart center. Inhale, high halfway lift with airplane arms. Exhale, high to low plank, move through your final chaturanga of your practice today, meeting in a downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step through to a seat, come onto your back, and when you arrive, bend your knees, place the soles of your feet onto the ground, reach your arms out long beside you, preparing for bridge pose. Inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Option to interlace your fingers behind your low back. Energetically draw your knees in toward one another to light up in your legs. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down to your back. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Exhale, release your left leg long out in front of you. Take a moment here to roll out your leg, opening up in the hip. Inhale, draw your right knee in towards your armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Cross your knee across your body, but this time bring your palms together to touch. We're gonna take a nice, slow, open twist here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slowly move your right arm open, reaching the shoulder blade down to the ground and then melting the arm down into your mat. Inhaling for length in your spine and exhaling to deepen your twist. Inhale, move back onto your back. Exhale, release your right leg long. Again, take a moment to roll out your left leg here. Opening up in the hip. Inhale, lift your left knee in towards your armpit. Exhale, supine twist. Cross your leg across your body and then bring your palms together to touch. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, slowly melt your shoulder onto your mats, letting your arm fall open. Lengthen through your spine and then find the twist. Inhale, move back onto your back, bringing your knees into your chest. Exhale, happy baby pose. Grab for the insides or the outsides of your feet or your thighs. Take a moment here to rock from side to side. Maybe you lengthen out one leg or the other. Be sure your tailbone stays on the ground here. Go ahead and take any last movements you need before we move into our final resting pose. Begin to squeeze everything into the center of your mat, knees into your chest, forehead into your knees. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, final resting pose, Shavasana. Release your palms up to the ceiling, let your toes fall out to the sides. Release your belly. Release your Ujjayi breath, dropping your tongue away from the roof of your mouth, letting your lips fall slightly open, releasing in the jaw. For these last few moments of your practice, stay within the four corners of your mat, not only with your body, but with your mind and with your breath. If you notice you're getting distracted or being pulled off of your mat, just come back to your breath. Notice the thoughts that come up for you, and then choose to let them go. When you're ready to close out your practice, move with ease. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope to see you next time on your mat. If you enjoyed today's practice, please like and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Namaste.